250 lobules. Each testis has 250 lobules. Okay, then number 5. There are between 1 and 4 seminiferous tubules per lobule. There are between 1 and 4 seminiferous tubules per lobule. Okay, number 6. Spermatogonia cells line the seminiferous tubules. Spermatogonia cells line the seminiferous tubules, and their job is to make sperm cells. And then 7, interstitial cells are found between the seminiferous tubules, and they secrete testosterone. Interstitial cells are found between the seminiferous tubules, and they secrete testosterone. Number 8, another type of testes we see are called ready testes. These are a group of united seminiferous tubules found inside the mediastinum testes. A group of united seminiferous tubules found inside the mediastinum testes. And then number 9, the ready testes connects to ducts. The ready testes connects to ducts that unites with the epididymis. The ready testes connects to ducts that unites with the epididymis on the outer surface of the testes. That unites with the epididymis on the outer surface of the testes. So let's take a look where all this is, because the picture, I think, at least helps to clarify. Okay, if this is peeled down, but they're showing you the white here, the entire testis is covered by the tunica albuginea. And again, a week from Tuesday, those working on the male pic, in order to see inside the testes, you're going to need to peel this back. So normally, this whole white covering would be all over it. They peeled it back so we can see. Okay, now, mediastinum testes. You see this area here? Okay, it looks like there's some kind of a tissue there. Well, the mediastinum testes is the space that's there. It's not the structure, it's the space that's here. Okay, so it's just the space found in this area, all right? And then the space goes into the main testes, and these white divisions you see are the septa. So the septa are actually just spaces making divisions inside the individual testis. So once again, the mediastinum testes is just a space. It pushes into the actual testis, or the main testes, and as a result of creating spaces, we get these little sections that are called lobules. So here's a lobule, here's a lobule, here's a lobule. And again, what caused that was the mediastinum testes pushing in toward the testes. Okay, these curlicues that you see, those are the seminiferous tubules. If we looked inside the seminiferous tubules, we would see that they're lined with spermatogonia cells, which make sperm cells, and then in between, okay, these cells, which they didn't put on the picture, are interstitial cells, and they secrete the male hormone testosterone. Okay, then this structure here is called the ready testes. So if you want to make a note someplace, the ready testes sit in the mediastinum testes, which is a space. The ready testes sit in the mediastinum testes, which is a space. I don't know if that helps. The ready testes sit in the mediastinum testes, which is a space. Okay, so again, here's the ready testes. They are formed from the seminiferous tubules. A bunch of them come together. They lead to ducts, and then the ducts lead to the top area, which is the epididymis of the testes. So if you're thinking ahead, we're making the sperm cells here. They're going to travel upward and outward there, or eventually they'll come in contact with the vas deferens and be able to exit the body. So we're making the testes here. They have to travel out and then out the vas deferens, okay? All right. So, in the formation of sperm cells, if you remember back to general biology, that there's two types of cell division that are possible. We have both mitosis and we have meiosis. I'm going to give you just the highlights, and this is all I expect you to know. But if you want to know more detail and want to review for yourself, your book does have a lot of individual facts on it. So let me tell you what you need to know. Okay, number one, spermatogenesis means the formation of sperm cells. Spermatogenesis means the formation of sperm cells. And in males, this occurs at puberty. Spermatogenesis means the formation of sperm cells. And in males, this begins at puberty. I'm ready to turn the page. Okay, a little bit of repeat because it falls in line with this. Okay, the seminiferous tubules themselves are made up of two types of cells. Those are those curlicues we saw. The seminiferous tubules are made up of two types of cells. The first type of cells, A, are called either Sertoli cells or sometimes they're called support cells. They are found in the spaces between the spermatogonia cells. They are found in the spaces between the spermatogonia cells. What they do under A is they support, nourish, and regulate spermatogonia cells. They support, nourish, and regulate spermatogonia cells. Okay, so spermatogonia cells, we already said, make the sperm cells. I'm just repeating that part. But there's more we need to know about spermatogonia cells. Okay, spermatogonia cells are undifferentiated cells and they are diploid. Spermatogonious cells are undifferentiated cells, and they are diploid. Okay, so let's talk about what those two words mean. Undifferentiated means that they're all identical. Okay, all spermatogonious cells look the same. Okay, all spermatogonious cells look the same. So one looks like another. The word diploid, if you recall, is abbreviated 2N, and it means 2 times the number of chromosome pairs. It's abbreviated 2N, and that means 2 times the number of chromosome pairs. So, human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes, so 2 times 23 is 46. So when we say that something's diploid, it means it has the full chromosome number. So we would either say it has 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes. 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes. Okay, now number 3. Primary spermatocytes are enlarged spermatogonious cells. They grow and reproduce by mitosis.